Okay, good morning, guys. Chapter 5, Livy. It's hard to sleep through the night in Australia, especially when Bob is eating potato chips right next to the bed. I wouldn't say this to his face, but Bob looks sort of creature-ish, as if he might scarf down his food like a dog or something. But from the sound of it, he's actually a very neat eater. The problem is that he crinkles the bag a lot. I'm under the covers thinking, I'm under the covers thinking. I like to think like this sometimes when nobody knows I'm awake. And what I'm thinking about is what to do about Bob. Bob thinks I can help him find his home. He waited for me in Gran's closet for 5 years. Where did he come from? The first thing Bob can remember is the chicken coop. So maybe we should start there. We've got to figure out how Bob can go outside without anyone seeing him. How does a green guy blend into a place where nothing is green anymore? Everything around Gran's house is kind of dry and brownish. And why is it dry and brownish? Do you remember? Because of the drought, where there's no water. I don't think the chicken suit is going to work. How could Bob ever pass for a chicken? The bag crinkling stopped suddenly. Did I say that out loud? I sit up. Bob is standing right next to the bed, looking at me with sad eyes. He's just tall enough to rest his green chin on the mattress. Don't worry, Bob says. This chicken suit has never failed me. I looked at him. He's got the hood on and he zipped up everything, but one shoulder of the chicken suit has slipped off again. He's squeezing the potato chip bag. I see that he taped a couple of loose feathers to his arm, and they're sticking out in three directions in a way that a real chicken's feathers would never, ever do. But I decide to be optimistic. Dad says being optimistic is when you decide everything will probably be okay, even if you don't exactly know how. Like when my soccer team was losing 7-0, and Dad had us put our hands together and chant, "We are champions," before the second half started. So I smile. Bob smiles back. That's better. You look almost like the old Livy. And he pops the top of his orange soda. There's only one me, Bob. He slurps. Then he burps. I sigh. We lost that soccer game. I think the final score was 12-1. Only one more night until Mom leaves with Beth Ann. A bad feeling starts in my stomach. I tell it to go away, but that just makes it bigger. I look at Bob again. He spent more than 1,000 nights in this house without his mother. He's watching me, munching away. I want to promise that I'm going to get him home, wherever home is for Bob. But what if I can't? Suddenly, I'm looking at the back of him. Bob can move fast. The closet door closes behind him at the same moment the bedroom door swings open and Mom sticks her head in. She smiles. Didn't think you'd be able to sleep through those magpies. Aren't they amazing? They sound like that cute robot from the first Star Wars movie. I think she means R2-D2. They're... I listen, and there it is, a funny bird warble from outside. A lot of bird warbles, actually. They kind of do sound like R2-D2. Mom sits on the edge of the bed and puts one hand on my forehead like she's feeling for a fever. I want her to leave that hand there forever. You doing okay? She asks. Sure, I tell her. We're probably both playing the same movies in our heads. Number 1, me getting picked up from Maya's house at 9 o'clock the last 2 times I tried to sleep over. Number 2, me getting picked up in the middle of Audrey Miller's slumber party. Number 3, me getting picked up from the school trip to Newport. That one was a long drive for Dad. Ever since Beth Ann was born, I can't sleep without knowing Mom or Dad is there. I'll only be gone for 6 nights, Mom says, in Grandma's family. I know that. You should be fine, Mom says. That only makes me feel worse. I flip over so that my face is in the pillow, even though it means that Mom takes her hands away. Because I know I should be fine. I know there's no reason to feel worried. But the stomach ache shows up anyway. Mom squeezes my shoulders and says, "My brave girl," which is the last thing that I feel like. I feel her weight leave the bed. Breakfast in a few minutes, sweetie. As soon as she is gone, I hear the closet door open. I lift my head and Bob is back where he was before. No food this time, just big eyes. Bob, I say, I'm not going to leave you alone again. I promise. A few hours later, we're standing at the kitchen door, looking across Gran's yard to the chicken house. Mom has taken the baby into town for some shopping, and Gran has walked over to the neighbor's farm. In Massachusetts, it takes about 30 seconds to walk from our front door to the neighbor's house, but at Gran's, it's a long walk. It's a good thing no one's home, because Bob insisted on going down Gran's back stairs on his butt 6 times. It turns out we did have a name for it. It's called butt bumping, and it hurts. Maybe I had more padding when I was 5. Looks like the coast is clear, I say, scanning the dusty yard. I told you, it doesn't matter about the coast. The chicken suit works perfectly. I can't even look at him. We've spent the last 20 minutes taping every loose feather in the closet to Bob's back, and the chicken suit looks dumber than ever. Don't think that way, Livy, Bob says. We have to think positive thoughts. I blink. Are you reading my mind or something? Because this is the second time that's happened. He reaches up to poke my nose. I'm reading your face. Deep breath. Okay, I tell him, let's go. We head out, just me and a small green mystery, wearing a chicken suit, into the sunlight. 3 steps across the yard, I glance down at Bob and burst out laughing. Now what? He asks. Why are you laughing? I'm laughing at the way you're walking. Like this. I do some fast little jumps, pumping my knees up into the air and landing on my toes. But that is the quick steps, Bob says, looking hurt. And what's this? I demonstrate again, still doing the crazy knees, while also kind of lunging to the left and to the right. Like, he sniffs. That is the side to side. We start walking, but after a few steps, I have to stop again. I'm laughing so hard. What's this part for? I stick my head out as far out on my neck as I can, then pull it back. Out, back, out, back. That is the head poke, he says impatiently. Am I doing something wrong? This is the chicken walk you taught me. Are you kidding? I have no idea how to walk like a chicken. No offense, but it's dorky. You did teach me. You watched the chickens to see what they did, and then you taught me how to walk like a chicken. The old Livy taught me. I looked over at the chickens pecking in their chicken yard. Really? Weird. Let me see it again. I'm going to press pause for right now.